Since the beginning of the awakening in 2009, one of the things that had been on our hearts was to establish ministry centers and training bases at different places of the world. We know that God is calling young people every single day to serve in ministry and to serve in missions, but being able to have facilities where they can be trained, resourced, and mobilized into ministry is of paramount importance. At the beginning of the year, World Missions approached us with a great opportunity. We had a property in Szigety, Hungary that was about to go into disuse because one of our great missionaries, Linda Fanning, was retiring. We were at a crossroads. We either find a purpose for the property or just being able to try to turn around that asset into a way that it could serve World Missions long term. After much prayer and consideration, we got together with a team of key leaders in April in Europe, and we were praying and saying, God, what do we do? Is this the time for us to be able to move into opening our first international base? Unbeknownst to us, God was aligning things, and we find ourselves in a service in Fountain of Life in London, the church that Harold Presley and Kathleen had been pastoring for many years, and a guest speaker from Greenwood, South Carolina, Dr. Troy Bailey, is preaching. Throughout the ministry time, he begins to pray for us, and he gave us a very specific word about this base and about this ministry center.
And there's strategic provision that God has for you because you're believing God today for some things that are impossible in the natural. There's a ministry center that God's going to give to you. I don't know when, where, or how, but there's a ministry center that God's going to give to you. And the Lord says, don't go in debt because He's going to give it to you debt-free in Jesus' name. I prophesy, I pray that bears witness. I prophesy that He's going to give it to you debt-free in Jesus' name. And you will have from every nation they will come. They will come from the four corners of this planet and sit at your feet, and you will disciple them and you will minister to them, and they will become sons and daughters in the Lord, and God will send them out to the continents of the earth, and they will touch their generation and shake cities for the glory of God.
We heard the word of the Lord, and we knew that the time was right, and this is the moment to start international base. The team came together seamlessly. Dreama Bryant, Christina Reves, Janine Wooten, Caroline Smith raised their funds, put things together, accepted the call, and got on a plane to go to Hungary. And they are already doing phenomenal things. In evidence, they have already been in Malta and connected great with our national leaders, working in EuroQuest, already connecting with leaders in Spain, leaders in Ukraine, being able to do what we have envisioned and more. They have already connected with the local high school, teaching English, working with the teachers. The English club starting in the local context in Szigety. But not just that, we believe that God is starting a church planting movement, and that this place and facility will play a key role in being able to train and develop the next generation of church planters for the local areas. We know that God is up to big things, but we need your help. We heard the word of the Lord, and we have to be able to pay off the note by the end of this year. We are trusting that God has the resources aligned, so we don't have to burden the budgets of the missionaries, but they can be able to do ministry debt-free. And we're just asking you, will you come alongside this vision? Will you help us to be able to secure the funds that we need to pay off the mortgage? The target is $100,000. We have already raised $45,000, and we thank the Lord for that, but we know that He has spoken, and we have by faith taken the steps, and we know that people like you can come alongside and help us to get across the line. So would you prayerfully consider to either pick up an offering in your church or help us to connect with key givers and key donors to be able to see this mission accomplished? We know that it is the Lord's plan. We know that great things are in store for Europe, for this generation, for this world, and we know that God is mobilizing His body to be able to get the mission accomplished. The project number is here on the screen, and you can also email me, or you can call me or contact anybody in our team or anybody in our staff, and we will love to be able to partner with you in getting this task accomplished. Help us to be able to pay off the debt, help us to launch into the future, and help us to do what God has called us to do.